to the gym and they work hard, really hard, and they say, hey, I mean, I've been going to the gym for 5 years and I don't look any different. What am I doing wrong?
I always have people coming up to me in the gym and asking me, oh, I've hit, or telling me, oh, I've hit plateaus, I don't know what to do. Like, have you tried changing up your workout routine? They're like, meh, no, not really. And I see them doing the exact same thing in the gym every single time they come in.
So we wanted to talk about how to make your workout much more efficient and actually get the results that you're looking for. So we have a few things we want to touch on. First thing is form.
So with proper form, there's so many different things you have to focus on. Keeping your core tight, making sure you're engaging the muscle you want to engage. Because with a lot of exercises, momentum plays a part, and people use a lot of different other muscle groups that they shouldn't be using when they're exercising. So I know when I'm training for constant tension, I'm trying to gain as much muscle as possible, so I'm trying to focus on contracting that muscle as efficiently with the highest amount of resistance. And there's so many other things that you need to focus on, keeping your hands nice and tight. There's people who you always see that come in geared up with a whole bunch of straps, belts, wrist wraps, all this stuff. All these supplemental aids are the worst thing unless you're lifting at an elite level and you have to use them for your final repetitions. I mean, coming into the gym every day, using them, and watching people keep them on throughout their whole workout is extremely detrimental to making sure you have proper form in the future.
The other thing with proper form is the muscle engagement, which Ryan kind of touched on. They kind of go hand in hand, but when you're doing things improperly, you're not going to be engaging the muscle the way it needs to be engaged, and that is what is the key to muscle growth, key to all results in the gym. You want to be making those muscles work the way
you want to stimulate the muscle.
Yeah. So the next thing that we wanted to touch on is rest periods. How much time are you leaving between your exercises and between your sets? So there's a lot of different things you can play around with here. Depending on the type of training you're doing, you are going to want a different rest period. That being said, you do want to kind of tailor it towards how you're feeling. For muscle building, usually we want to say 30 seconds to 90 seconds, but it depends on my set. So if I'm really killing it on that set,
and your heart rate's already really high,
I really try. I want to give that 90 seconds. But if it's just a warm-up set and I'm just feeling that pump, I do 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then I'm hopping right back into it. Even if I still feel that muscle burn, I'm still pushing into it, because if you're waiting past 90 seconds, your muscles are relaxing and you're not going to have that constant...
The heart rate's coming down, so the blood flow is also coming down, which is what you don't want for hypertrophy anyways.
Yeah.
Strength training is a totally different thing, and with strength training you're taking minutes because you're trying to lift the most amount you can, or at least at your 80 to 90% range for 1 to 3 to 5 reps, 1 to 5 reps.
You need much more stored energy in your body for that.
Another thing that is really optimal for training is making sure that the weight selection is tailored towards what you're trying to accomplish in the gym. So if you're trying to be a bodybuilder and you're trying to gain muscle, you always want to make sure that your reps are quality and you're contracting that muscle, like I said. So you're going to have to drop the weight to accommodate that. So 65 to 85% of your max for these lifts is what you should be trying to shoot for. I know people don't really like to do math in the gym, but you can ballpark it. And the amounts of repetitions that you're doing for hypertrophy is also a high amount. Keeping that constant tension, you always need to adjust the weight. And if you're looking to do muscular endurance, you're looking, say you're a track athlete, or these things that you're not really looking to build a whole lot of muscle, your rep ranges should, or your weight selection should be a lot less. But
still want to feel it.
you still want to feel it, definitely, but since for muscular endurance, your rep ranges are going to be around the 12 to 15 range, so you're going to have to adjust the weight according to that as well.
So kind of taking what Ryan was saying, with the weight selection and going into reps. Whatever weights you select, you also want to select your rep range to be, they kind of go hand in hand, but you want that rep range to be to failure. So if you're picking, hey, I'm going to do endurance, I want to hit 15 reps, you're going to pick a weight that by that 15th rep, you can't do too many more. It's going to take all your effort to get to that 15. That's still going to get your endurance, but that's how you get from just, going through the motions to really pushing yourself. You want
engaging the muscle and stimulating the muscle.
Yeah. With the hypertrophy, what we usually do when we start people off is say 8 to 12 reps. I put them at a weight where they can only do 8 reps, and I say try for 12. And if you stop at 9, 10, that's okay. But when you get up to 12, we want to increase that weight, so that the next time you're stuck at that 8 or 9 range and going up. This is going to really help with the muscle growth, because at the same time, a lot of people pick too much heavy weight. What you were saying, people also will kind of underestimate, I'm going to do 12 reps, so I'm going to make it a little easier on myself, but they almost make it too easy.
Yeah, we both work at municipal gyms, 2 of them actually, for both of us, and we get to see a lot of people working out. So there's countless times where there's a leg extension immediately in front of my front desk where I work, and how many people are texting while they're on that leg extension, just going through the motions, and I just feel like slapping that damn phone right out of their hands. But that's not gonna happen because I'm gonna lose my job. So, that's exactly what we mean. I know being present in the gym is something you always want to make sure of as well.
Yeah, you really want to be focused on. I talked about this a little bit earlier. Focused on your muscle engagement, thinking about when you're doing that row, are you just standing there going like this? Or are you squeezing that back?
Yeah.
Thinking about the muscles you're working, thinking about pulling with the arm, thinking about those shoulder blades, everything, your posture, being present in that movement. You're going to get a lot more out of it than just sitting there talking to your friend, doing 12 reps,
Exactly.
or texting in between. Really focus on being present in the gym. I don't know if you guys have noticed this in the gym. We certainly notice it. When you go to the gym regularly, when you see the same people over and over, you tend to make friends with them, and that's great. But a lot of the times you'll see people and they're standing there talking for 10 minutes, and that's great. And definitely, of course, you want to be courteous to people in the gym and everything like that. But at the same time, if you're doing one set and then talking to someone for 10 minutes and then doing another set after that, it's very spaced out, almost to the point where you can't get the full
benefit of the workout, because
yeah.
your heart rate is fluctuating. You're not keeping that blood flow going. You're not keeping the circulation going. It was funny the other day. I work on Sundays at a community center gym, and there's only seniors who come in on this early morning, and a lot of them know each other. And all of them were jumping on the treadmill. I was talking to them, helping them out, and an older gentleman. And he's probably about 80, and then there's another gentleman that was over there that gravitates to him all the time, always just to chat with him. And the people that were on the treadmill were yelling at them, saying "Get to work." And it was just hilarious, hilarious to see, because that's what I want to go up and do, but I can't really do that.
So get you a gym buddy that's gonna say, "Hey, shut up and get back to your
Yeah, exactly. So gym partners are something you can always have, but make sure they're motivating you to get better. They're not kind of holding you back.
So that concludes a few of our tips on how to be more
present in the gym, get your workouts to be a little bit more beneficial. Leave a comment down below, and leave a like. If you
have any suggestions of other things people can use to help with their gym workout, leave them below.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching, guys.
And keep that constant tension.